Welcome to Wednesday. We have so much to share today.
We do? I mean, we do.
Yes.
We do. Hey, it's the CURT Jen in the Morning pod and or video cast. That's up to you, I guess. We'd like you to follow. We'd like you to like. We'd like you to love. We'd like you to thumbs up. We'd like you to heart. Whatever you want to do would help out the show immensely. Thank you so much for spending time with us every day, or 3 days a week.
It's all free except for your time.
That's true. Shall we jump into this?
Yeah.
Here we go. Today on the show, what NFL teams fans drink the most on game day, and also there's some new stuff from Apple you should know about.
The benefits of sharing your poop?
No, that's supposed to be food. Why did you put that there?
I learned about that when I was reading it from what you did. Okay, the newest Girl Scout cookie flavor, which has nothing to do with poop. And,
Also,
go ahead. Go ahead.
The New York Times put out their annual restaurants list, top restaurants, and our question of the day: what was your favorite school lunch?
Which reminded me that I had more favorites than I could remember.
Okay.
There's a new trend called ear seeding that we're going to tell you about, and there's a new flavor of ice cream, and we want to know if you'd try it.
Finally, how to milk your gas.
I can't wait to hear about this.
I assumed it was how to get more gas mileage out of your vehicle.
It is not.
But it turns out that it is not about that at all. Okay, here we go, everybody. You know what? I should jump in here. Just a quick share. And this is kind of a biggie. And this is where Jen, everybody says, "Why didn't you call me?" That's my Jen imitation. Did you like that?
What's going on? Why am I going to say that?
Well, Bella the Beagle is in the hospital and has been for a couple of days. This is what's today, Wednesday. So Monday. How graphic should I get?
Very graphic. What?
She was trying to poo, and she forced out something that wasn't poo. It was actually part of her, it looked like either a blood clot or a mass or something came out of her butt and was just hanging there and bleeding and bleeding and bleeding and bleeding and bleeding. She's a 16-year-old beagle, so we're like, oh, we better go to the emergency room, which we did. And it appears that they have taken care of it. I'm not going to get into all the details, but it was a mass that's attached to like her intestines or something.
Oh my gosh.
And for the low price of, it was a lot, but we take care of our dogs.
They're your children.
There's the things you don't ever expect. It's like, oh, okay, we didn't have $9,000 set aside, but we'll make it happen.
Fine? I mean, like, what's the deal?
She's 16 and things are going to start going wrong. So
we all know.
The good news is that she's coming home today and they got that mass out of it. The sort of bad news is that more than likely she has doggy cancer. And so we've decided to just bring her home and let her live out her days, in comfort.
God.
Trying to get the cancer, all the places that it has gone we're not going to put a 16-year-old dog through, chemotherapy and radiation and stuff. So,
oh my goodness, I'm so sorry.
She's going to be kicking for a long time. That little dog is never going anywhere. She's too damn stubborn.
Seriously, there is something to that for sure.
So thank you for listening, and we are happy that she will be coming home. And do recommend highly the emergency vet in Linwood, even though it's pricey. They are one of the few board certified surgeons in the whole state. So,
oh wow.
Anyway, that's all I've got. That's my happy stuff.
Wow. Okay. The Seattle Storm clinched the last postseason slot last night, so they're headed to the playoffs, which was a very exciting game, by the way. I saw some of the clips from it.
Nice. And then this is more sad news. Why did you put this in here?
Well, because it's a big story. Seriously, it's a big story right now.
Okay, go for it.
So the nation's report card, basically the National Assessment of Educational Progress, came out, and it's very troubling for real. Reading and math scores are at an all-time low in the United States. They tested seniors, and there's a few other grade levels that they test. People are blaming like COVID and the amount of screen time, shorter attention spans, absences, lack of long form reading, all of this possible causes. But it's like, okay, great. But what are we going to do about it?
Because we got the causes.
I was reading the article a bit more, and I'm not going to go too deep into this at all, but it's, these kids are going out into the workforce with hardly any skills and clearly not a lot of knowledge.
Right. Unprepared.
Really sad.
Absolutely.
It affects the the greater good of the country, and I will stop there.
Well, with the exception of the COVID thing, all those things, screen time and attention spans, those were issues when we were in school, but there's nowhere near to the degree, to the degree of options for kids to have their screen time. I mean, we used to have to,
We
come
didn't
home.
have the screen in our hand at all times. That's the
Right.
problem.
If we were lucky, we got to come home and watch, an hour or a half hour of cartoons after school, and that was it. So anyway, yeah, that is sad to hear, but you know what? If you've got any ideas on how to fix this,
the schools are trying. I mean, Macy's real mad that she doesn't get her cell phone all day. They have to put them down in North Shore school districts. I mean, it is like you will get Saturday school if your phone is out.
Good.
Yeah.
And Sunday school.
And they should go to Sunday school, actually, Kurt.
I get dinged for that one.
Who sang that?
Originally, it was Jody Watley. That supposedly is a cover, but it sounds awfully like the.
That's right.
Amazon, speaking of friends, Amazon is not going to let you share Prime with friends anymore. I didn't really understand this before. I could understand how you could share within your household, but I guess there was no real way to monitor that. So Amazon announced they're ending a program called Prime Invitees that was letting users share perks with people outside of their household. Your Amazon Family program won't be affected. You can still use the share perks like 2-day shipping with another adult in your home and your kids. But that whole thing of, hey, come on over to my place. I've got Prime.
Yeah, that's going away after 10 years. But you know what? I get it. Amazon needs to make more money, Kurt.
Who needs more money?
Amazon needs to make more money.
I need to make more money.
Amen. What's next? I was actually fully expecting Seattle Seahawks fans to be the ones to win this award, but they are not.
That's true. The award for the NFL fan base that drinks the most, not Seahawks fans. This was a survey of 3,000 football fans. They asked about their drinking habits, and many of them might have been more honest with this poll than they are with their doctors, because it turns out the fan base. Well, one of the question was, how many drinks do you drink during a football game? And the fan base with the heaviest drinkers, the Arizona Cardinals, nearly almost 20% of Cardinals fans admit to downing 5 or more drinks on game day.
Okay, on game day. So 5 drinks in one day is a lot of drinks. I'm not going to argue that. Mm-hmm. But at least it's spread out, probably tailgating through post game. Right?
You silly drinkers. They just pound 5 drinks in 5 minutes and then they're done. Not true. Yes, that is a lot, I would say. Buffalo Bill fans are second as far as being the heavy drinkers, followed by fans of the Houston Texans, the Carolina Panthers, and the Tennessee Titans. Now, you would think because of Milwaukee and Wisconsin, I know Green Bay is not Milwaukee, but they're known for their beer. The fan base that binges the least on game day, Green Bay Packers fans, with just 3% of Packer fans having 5 or more drinks.
That is surprising to me, actually. Yeah.
And who's the second least drinkers?
Pittsburgh Steelers, and then the Miami Dolphins, and then the New England Patriots.
You skipped a big one back there at the beginning of the sentence.
Oh, the Seattle. What?
Yeah.
Seattle Seahawks fans are number 2 in least amount of drinkers.
I guess number 2 and least. Yes.
Oh, okay. All right. Wow. I cannot even believe that, for real. Okay.
Well, I think, football Sunday or Monday, whenever it is, and if you're at the actual football game as well, people drink a lot in general. I mean, so that doesn't
drink
mean
at the game. That's for sure.
Yeah. So there you go. Does that mean that we need to say Seahawks? Come on, Seahawks fans, pick it up a bit.
I love it. I love that we have that place.
All right. This is on here just for you, Jen.
Yes, I love technology, but not as much as you see. But I still love technology.
Who is that from?
Always and forever.
A supposed fan you are of Napoleon Dynamite. If you had watched the entire movie through the credits, you would have seen that Kip gets married to LaFonda, and he sings that song for her about how much he loves technology. But not as much as you see. Apple technology. Apple event 2025 was yesterday. Here's just a quick rundown. No real surprises, I guess. Every time they have these things, they say, hey, we've come out with new versions of this and this and this. They haven't actually had, it doesn't seem like an actual new product in a long time.
I think the surprise is the AI part or lack thereof.
There are 4 new iPhone models. iPhone 17 Air, the iPhone 17, which is the cheap one at only $800. The iPhone 17 Pro and the Pro Max. So those are new versions of older iPhones, I guess, that you can get. Also, the new AirPods 3. This one I don't understand because I've had AirPods since the original ones came out. And the updates to me are like, meh.
Isn't it? I don't know if this is in the update or if they've already had this, but the AirPods can translate real time, like foreign language.
Really? Well,
yeah,
that's a feature I did not know about.
I'm pretty sure I read that somewhere. That's the big thing, because the surprise is the lack of AI that's within the phone.
Right. And I will say, part. I think it was the last models of AirPods that had the kind of hearing aid function as well.
Yeah, I love
which I could use.
Yeah, that's great that they have that. I do like that the entry level of the iPhone 17 for storage starts at 256 gigabytes, which is what I need at least. And
for photos.
For photos is right, Kurt Cruz.
Right. And if you're interested, there's new Apple Watch models. This is Series 11. Prices didn't change, but it turns out there's a new health feature. The devices will use machine learning to determine if the user is at risk of high blood pressure.
Oh, you would have thought that it would have already done that since it measures a bunch of stuff. Okay, well, good.
That's pretty impressive. I got to admit that these devices have come along that can do all that stuff.
You know, the ring, that Aura ring, gosh darn it. My friends asked me what I wanted for my birthday. I should have said the Aura ring, a gift card to put toward the Aura ring.
How much does the whole Aura ring cost?
A lot of US dollars, Kurt Cruz.
Okay. All right.
Oh, I like that you put this in here. Will you tell me about it? Because I like it.
Well,
the headline at least.
Yeah, this is you're familiar with Red Mill Burgers. We have them. They're regional. They're not just here in Seattle, but Bob's Red Mill has done a survey, a national survey, and here are some of the results. And it shows that sharing food with neighbors is strongly linked to feeling less lonely. All right, so sharing food with your neighbors is good. In the last year, over half of Americans have baked or made food to share with their neighbors, and 55% had a neighbor do the same for them.
Oh.
Right?
I like that.
These same people most often reported that they are never lonely, and that another benefit is strengthened trust and relationships in the neighborhood just by baking up some cupcakes, preferably German chocolate cake cupcakes, Jen, and sharing them with your neighbors or your podcast co-host.
I owe you those for your birthday.
You don't owe anything.
Yes, I do. I always make you those each year for your birthday. So I will definitely get on that. I mean, I just shared that my friend, Kristen, she is a big advocate of making sure there's strong neighborhoods. And the problem is we don't talk to our neighbors anymore.
We'll take the time. Yeah.
So she did this bingo card for the summer, and she's doing one for the fall. And if you're listening to this and interested, I'll send it to you. Bingo.
We have 2 neighbors that we're very good friends with. The neighbors immediately to our left, and then 2 houses to our right. But then again, I've been here for 23 years, so there's been a lot of time to forge those relationships.
But Kurt, I think it's September 28th, if that's a Sunday, it's Good Neighbor Day. Have a little neighborhood barbecue and bring everyone together.
Sounds like a great plan. One more thing about this survey. From coast to coast, Red Mill has an index of the most neighborly large cities based on 15 food sharing behaviors. Here's the top 6. Number 6 is Phoenix, 5 is Boston, then New York, number 3, Los Angeles, number 2 is Dallas, Fort Worth, and the number 1 most neighborly hood, big city, Seattle. Are we on the top of 2? No, we were number 2 on the other list. Okay.
I love that. Okay.
So there's some happy news to offset the cancer and bad grades and all that stuff, right? Okay.
Well, here's the bad news. The New York Times issued its annual The Restaurant List.
The restaurant list?
The restaurant list. It's the 50 best places to eat in America right now. And Washington doesn't have one restaurant on the list this year.
We don't?
We got snubbed. We got nothing. Our closest.
Well, tell me about this deal. What's going on with it?
Well, our closest, first of all, I'll say that our closest neighbor, Oregon, has 2 on the list. In Portland, the Paper Bridge restaurant, and in Eugene, Yardie Rum Bar. So if you're in Portland or Eugene, maybe try to get into those places. Although now that they're on this list, they're going to be hard to get into if they weren't already hard to get into. You know what? They send out a ton of reporters and editors. They get on flights. They go to these different restaurants and they do it anonymously. The old-fashioned way. They make their reservation, they pay their own way, they don't accept freebies, and they just go and try to find the best restaurants that have good service and friendly and have amazing food and give you an amazing experience. And we just didn't have one this year. But here's the thing. I think, where did I read? They only went to, it looks like they only went to 33 states. So maybe they didn't even come to our state. So I think that's kind of baloney slices that they don't at least try to get to every state to make their list.
Right. Well, I'd like to think that they came to Seattle or Washington, but I guess you don't.
Here's what it says. To make their selections, 14 of our reporters and editors took 76 flights to eat more than 200 meals in 33 states. So we could have absolutely been snubbed. I mean, we're across the country. That's a long flight to eat a meal.
And just so you know, we have a lot of good restaurants, great restaurants in this area.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you. This one's for you, Jen. One of your favorites.
Okay. Girl Scout cookies. Tell me more.
You tell me more.
Okay, so there's a new Girl Scout cookie that will be released this year when the Girl Scouts go to sell their cookies, or I should say next year, right? It's for next year.
Right.
They're called Explore Mores. Explore Mores?
I guess instead of s'mores, these are Explore Mores.
And they're Rocky Road inspired, which, okay, I'm on board with that. They're chocolate cookies, which have a creamy filling with notes of chocolate, marshmallow, and toasted almond flavored cream.
The organization saying they reflect the spirit of exploration, these Explore Mores, at the heart of every Girl Scout. The thing is, when Girl Scout cookies season, right, begins in January, there'll still be some of the classics, not just these. They'll have their Explore Mores, but also Adventurefuls, Lemon Ups, Toffee-tastic, and Caramel Chocolate Dip. Well, those are recent additions.
Yeah.
But they're getting rid of. They haven't brought back their last new flavor, Raspberry Rallies, which I didn't ever have, but I wish I would have.
I don't know if they were in our area or not. I don't know. Okay.
Let me see. Earlier this year, they announced that they'll be nixing Girl Scout s'mores and Toast Yays.
They
will not be back.
Sorry.
Is that all right? Do you like those?
I would like to try the Rocky Road one. Yeah, the Explore Mores. Sure, I'll try one.
Okay. All right.
I'm a little outraged with these people too. There's people that are outraged with the CMA nominations, the Country Music Award nominations.
Right.
And here's why. And
What?
I know that my daughter Macy will be real mad too.
There's a few things. No, there's always controversy, by the way.
I know, but Kelsey Ballerini was not even nominated for Entertainer of the Year, and she's been on tour. I mean, people fracking love her. They're obsessed with her.
That was one of the things that people said, this is not fair. Another thing, Steven Wilson Jr. Was nominated for New Artist of the Year, and they say he's 46 years old, but that shouldn't matter. If he's a new artist, you know.
Yeah, I don't, yeah. Okay.
That doesn't seem like a controversy.
People are saying Post Malone was snubbed because he wasn't nominated for Male Vocalist of the Year.
Right.
Jelly Roll.
Mm-hmm.
Why did you change? Why are you changing everything to poop?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Kurt.
Jelly Roll was shut out of all the major categories as well. And they're saying that's not good.
Okay, the 59th annual CMA Awards take place on November 9th.
I'm sorry.
On ABC. There you go.
I wasn't Here we go. This was about, this is our question of the day from Monday, and it was simple. What was or is your favorite school lunch?
Kurt, you were afraid that this wasn't going to get much play.
Well, it looks like we have a combination here of some things that people said, oh, I brought my food from home,
Yeah.
and or the food that they had available if they ate a school lunch. So here we go. Connie says bologna and cheese sandwich with potato chips smashed inside, carrot and celery sticks with a hosted cupcake.
I mean, that is like, I used to have lunches like that for sure.
Potato chips smushed inside a sandwich?
Now there's a couple people that said this answer, and I'm like, I never had this at my school that I can remember. Lene said chili and cinnamon roll. And you can believe, and can you believe some people didn't eat the cinnamon roll, so she would get extras, but it was something that they put together. Someone else mentions this later on in the list.
I'm not, well, and of course I didn't go to grade school here or junior high or high school either. So some of these are probably not familiar to me either, but Eric said Holler Lake Elementary would always have, they would often have trays of fresh baked bread smothered with butter. We went for as many as we could get. I don't remember what went with it.
Sarah said, and I forgot about this because I did like this, turkey gravy and mashed potatoes.
Leif said mashed potatoes and hamburger gravy, which did they both? I guess they had both options. And Ina just went with spaghetti, which I remember the spaghetti. They give it to you in like ice cream scoops.
Yes,
you know, kind of like.
I used to do lunch duty and volunteer in the classroom to do that for when I was in elementary school. I would help, and I remember that scooping. Gerald
with his son James. I see James's lunch schedule every month and tell him how lucky he is whenever the nachos are on the menu.
That's right. Corey said also turkey gravy and mashed potatoes. Still is today. When I work at school, I still buy lunch when it's on the menu. And Todd, who I know is a teacher, also said turkey and gravy with mashed potatoes, the all-time best school lunch.
Marilyn and Sonia both said the pizza. Remember the square pizzas they got?
Yeah.
Paul Matthews said sloppy Joe sandwiches or tater tots shaped like letters of the alphabet. We just got regular old tots. We didn't get tater tots shaped like letters.
I think that Riley got tater tots shaped like letters. Lily said, my friends and I look forward to chicken, rice soup, and grilled cheese days. I'm not sure why it wasn't tomato soup, but it worked for us.
We also have Amanda in high school frequently got the ham and cheese po' boy that was on a cafeteria hot lunch vending machine along with snickerdoodle cookies. And Heather, cherry Pop-Tart and Diet Coke. There's your healthy lunch right there.
She would go to the ASB store and buy those things, and that would be her lunch. That's hilarious. Susie said, if you're old and you live around here, this is the other one. Chili and cinnamon roll day, Seattle Public Schools.
It is kind of bizarre. I've never, I mean, I don't think they had that where I grew up.
I want to tell you about Shannon's because I went to school with Shannon, and this made me remember that I loved the name and then I loved the meal.
We're still talking about favorite school lunches here.
Yeah, it's thank you for clarifying because it was called the Wiener Wink, and that was what was on the menu. It was called a Wiener Wink, which was really just a hot dog. It was a hot dog like wrapped in bread. And she also mentions the hot rolls with dripping butter.
My dad used to refer to, if you said, like, if you were going to go pick up, you know, hot dogs, just a bag of hot dogs at the store, would you say I'm going to get hot dogs, or would you say I'm going to get some wieners?
I'm going to get some hot dogs.
Yeah, my dad always referred to them as wieners, which the third grader in me still was like giggling at that. Like, well, pick up some wieners. It's like, well, that's what they called him when he was young.
I would laugh at that too.
Meatloaf and mashed potatoes, says Kim. Rebecca, fish fillets, potatoes, and the school's special sauce.
So if you want to know, she put a picture of her school lunch and she put the recipe for some of the stuff on our Facebook page if you're interested.
And finally, Brad, had to be the square pizza with the baked crispy burritos with chili, cheddar, and onions to top. A close second at Beverly Elementary. Oh, I see. Chili, cheddar, and onions was the second at Beverly Elementary.
Yeah, the burritos, yeah.
I was missing out by getting, I don't know, what do we have? Peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, which were also good.
That's what they served for the school lunch? That wasn't your homemade lunch?
No, we brought it from home. I guess my mom's like, you guys are picky eaters. Like, we want peanut butter and jelly.
Oh, so you didn't like any of you didn't want to buy lunch?
Well, on certain days, yeah.
Yeah, I would always go through and mark the menu. These are the days I want to buy, Mom.
Of course you did. Of course. Let's hit this real quick because I kind of understand it. Ear seeding. Apparently, this is something that's trending. Ear seeding, SEEDING. This is supposed to be kind of a healthy way to wear essentially jewelry. Okay, this is practice from Chinese medicine, ear seeding. They said they place a small seed, which would be like a metal or ceramic bead, with adhesive
Yep.
on the cartilage of your outer ear. So it made us look like, an earring set kind of higher on your earlobe.
It's exactly what it looks like. I looked it up. They're but they're little itty bitty things, and you usually apply them with like some kind of adhesive, like tape or something. But sometimes there's a magnet for the other side of it, and it is in the realm of acupuncture. And they're saying that if you wear these little seeds, it can help different ailments or things that are aching in your body. There's a whole map of the ear, and if you place these things in certain areas, they will help your body. Some of it, if you use them for stress, it helps within hours, and if you use it for like back pain or some of those things, it can take a couple days. But people are saying it works, and it's a thing.
Well, yeah, acupressure and you just, why did I forget the name? Where you poke the people with things. Acupuncture.
Yeah, acupuncture.
Does have some benefits. I've never done it, but
I haven't either, but it would be worth trying. I mean, if your back is hurting and nothing else is working, why wouldn't you try this?
I'm not scared.
I'm not scared either.
I would do it. All right.
Ooh, that smell. Can't you smell that smell? Ooh, that smell.
I actually thought you were making the farting noise.
That's the one you told me to play. You said put those sound effects in there, Jen.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. We are dumb, giddy junior high kids when it comes to those noises. Do you want to hear it again?
No. There's an article that's making the rounds on how to, quote, milk your gas the next time you fly, as in make yourself rip one when you start feeling bloated. The term is called jet belly. It happens because air expands at higher altitudes and plane cabins aren't pressurized to normal conditions. Being in a plane is like being 8,000 feet above sea level.
Right. So, if you ever had your water bottle or a bag of chips, like you open your water bottle and it sprays out or the chips expands on a plane. It's the same type of thing, but guess what? It's happening to your intestines. So everybody up there, apparently, pretty much the entire trip, I'm thinking, is don't act all innocent, Jen Pirak. You know you loved it.
So basically everyone up in the air is farting all the time, passing gas, if you will. But if you can't, that's when you got to milk it. Just moving around in your seat or walking up and down the aisle can help. But if it doesn't, place your hand about 2 inches below your belly button, press gently but firmly, and start massaging towards your right hip. It should help move the air into your colon where it can be expelled. And there you go. You know what? There's reasons why you listen to this podcast. This is one of them. You're welcome.
You guys do this unless you're sitting next to me, right? Then.
Oh my gosh.
All right, here we go.
Shut up and drive, 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 drive. Shut up and drive, drive.
I put this in there because I get car sick pretty easily.
Okay, do tell.
There's a new study found that music can help alleviate motion sickness, which seems like great news, but it can't just be anything. It has to be certain songs. The best music to relieve car sickness symptoms is gentle music and cheerful music, which could include stuff like classical music, soft rock, and the playlist they have in coffee shops. Maybe like Enya or something. And joyful pop music includes Happy by Pharrell.
Right, Pharrell,
Can't
thank
Stop
you.
This Feeling by Justin Timberlake, JT.
Mm-hmm.
Take It Off by Taylor Swift. And maybe Hakuna Matata from the Lion King soundtrack. So if you're feeling sick in the car, try listening to some of these songs.
What?
What do you mean what? That's what I'm saying. Like if you have motion sickness, here's the thing. The motion sickness causes negative emotions and tensions, which trigger symptoms like dizziness and nausea. Music can help negative triggers, which can relieve the effect of car sickness for some people. So crank up the cheery music if you get car sick easily.
Like this.
Good day, sunshine.
Yeah.
Good day, sunshine.
All right. This I don't know about this, but the story is basically this. Would you try? There's a new flavor of ice cream that I don't think has ever been released in the past. This is from Carnival Cruises. I don't know if you have to take a Carnival cruise to get it, but they teamed up with the brand Van Leeuwen for a new flavored ice cream. It's sunscreen flavored ice cream. They're not selling it just yet. I guess it's in the testing phases. Maybe next summer they're getting it out there, engaging the reaction online to see if they should do it as a limited run.
I feel like this ice cream flavor already exists. It just isn't named sunscreen, because I have tried some coconut ice cream that absolutely tastes like sunscreen.
This says the ingredients include coconut cream, cocoa butter, vanilla extract, and sea salts. People magazine got their hands on a tub of this, what's called sunscreen flavored ice cream, and said it's surprisingly delicious. And this sounds like a wine sommelier. It's got notes of coconut followed by a distinctly salty kick.
I'll try it because I do like coconut. I just think that some coconut tastes like sunscreen. Some coconut flavored things taste like sunscreen. Tastes like sunscreen smells.
Do you like that? But do you like those tastes?
I like coconut. I like vanilla.
Okay.
I like salty goodness.
Well, when this comes out, I want you to try it, all right?
Okay.
Guess what time it is?
Time for the question of the day, the Curt and Jen podcast question of the day today, which we will post on Facebook, Curt and Jen in the Morning Facebook page, and our
personal pages.
Yes. What is the question?
The question is, and this is somewhat similar to a few days ago, we did one of like, what is making you happy right now? And this is different. What are you?
Thanks for clarifying, Curt.
Okay, it's the same.
It's not the same. This is not the same. I knew you would say that.
All right. What are you this is how Jen wrote it. What are you super obsessed with these days? Labubu's?
It could be Labubu's. Like, I would say that right now I'm super obsessed, and I've already mentioned this, and I'm not getting paid for it. The Ulta 21 Days of Summer. I am there on their app every day looking to see if I want to take advantage of one of their 50% off deals.
Mm-hmm. You need to be spending that money for sure.
You're super obsessed with your puppies right now.
Yes, and I should say that while we were doing this, I just got a text. Good morning. Bella is doing well. We will call later with an update for the plan of the day. All right. Thank you, Dr. Frazier, that our little puppy is out of surgery. And
is she still at the Linwood?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. They need to get all the money out of us that they can.
They'll do that.
So what are you super obsessed with these days? Let us know. We will have those responses for you when we're back on Friday.
Do you have an answer for that?
It probably is the puppies because I have no choice. The foster dogs take up all of our time.
All right. We are back with a new episode on Friday. We have new episodes every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Thank you so much for joining us. Make good choices, find joy, spread kindness, and
laugh. Good for the soul. Laugh away, everybody.
That's right. Have a good one.